Welcome to the Spirit FM Morning Show. Thank you so much again for joining me and starting your day with us here at Spirit FM. I'm joined on the phone by an amazing friar. His name is Father Casey. How you doing, sir?
Wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I've seen you on the interwebs. You're Breaking in the Habit and Upon Friar Review YouTube channels are pretty amazing. What's going to bring you to the Tampa Bay area?
Well, thank you. Yeah, so I'm on quite a big trip this year. I'm going with a classmate of mine. We're going to all 30 Major League Baseball stadiums on a tour of evangelization.
Wow, every single baseball stadium?
Yes, it is a childhood dream met with our ministry. So the idea is, people come to our churches somewhat, but, they're also worshiping in other cathedrals. They're going to the big arenas and stadiums. And so we were encouraged early on in our formation, go to where people are. Don't wait for them to come to us. So we're going in our habits, we're going in our religious garb to be signs of the church, and hopefully people will approach us.
So why baseball?
Selfishly, it's because we love baseball, but it's also just that's where people gather during the summer. You could go to beaches, I guess. You could go to, some of the city streets, but really baseball stadiums have 50, 60,000 people each night. And so we want to go where the people are.
And I imagine going to the beach in your friar's habit, probably not the first choice of your evangelization spots.
No, probably not the best way to meet people. I think something that baseball affords us that most other sports don't is that there's a lot of downtime. It's one of the criticisms of baseball, but it's actually one of its best facets is that it's time just to be together and to talk, and you can have a conversation and you can engage with people without missing much of the game. So I think that really lends itself to this experience.
I just read a statistic the other day that in a 3-hour baseball game, there's an average of 18 minutes of actual action. So this plan makes perfect sense. Hey, if you're just joining me this morning, I am on the line with Father Casey. He is a Franciscan friar. Him and Father Tito are going on a tour of all of the Major League Baseball stadiums. They'll be in Tampa for a Q&A Monday night, May 23rd at Sacred Heart Catholic Church, and they will be at the Rays and Marlins game on May 24th. More with Father Casey right after this. Good morning. We're on the line today with Father Casey Cole. You may know him from his YouTube channels, Breaking in the Habit and Upon Friar Review. He and Father Tito, a couple of Franciscan friars, are on a tour of all the Major League Baseball stadiums in America. I love the name of the tour, the Bleacher Brothers. It's alliterative, it's catchy, it makes sense with what you're doing. Would you be willing, though, to share with us some of the names that didn't make the cut?
Yeah, so Bleacher Brothers we liked because of, the Blues Brothers. We both wear those glasses anyway. Thought it was kind of cool and nice alliterative. But some didn't make it, yep. So we had Brothers at the Ball Game, Brothers at the Ballpark, For Love of the Game, Friars at the Field, Rounding the Bases, Sending Them Home, Rounding for Home. There were a lot of things that it didn't catch as well as I think Bleacher Brothers does.
Well, I'd say you definitely landed on the right name. So one more question before we plug why you guys are going to be here in Tampa. Every batter, as they're coming up to bat in the MLB, has a walk-on song. So what would your walk-on song and what would Father Tito's walk-on song be?
Oh, man, you put me on the spot here. These are good questions. It'd probably be something with a good beat. So I listen to a lot of electronica and kind of lo-fi hip-hop. But, if something more recognizable, it would be Dave Matthews Band or Mumford & Sons. Tito, I'm not sure. We'll have to ask him when he comes, which you will have the opportunity to do because we'll be at Sacred Heart Church in Tampa, downtown. And on May 23rd, we'll be there for a talk, 7 o'clock. And it's going to be a town hall format where people can just ask questions like that. We would love for people to come and ask us fun questions.
That is the most professional segue I have ever heard into a plug for an event. You are a true pro, Father Casey. Thank you so much.
You hit me with that softball. So, you just threw it up there. I hit it out of the park.
Well, there you have it. Father Casey and Father Tito will be at Sacred Heart in Tampa on May 23rd. You can get details on our community calendar. And then they'll be at the Rays game as we take on the Marlins at Tropicana Field on May 24th.
And in fact, I will be throwing out the first pitch. It's kind of complicated how it's going to work, but I'll be on the field throwing a baseball to Father Tito. So if you've got some time, come out May 24th. Should be a fun spectacle.
Sounds like a couple of great opportunities. Thanks for hanging out with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.